Good morning, children. How are you? Hope all of you are fine. Today, we are going to continue with the Civics Chapter 3, How the State Governments Work. Governor is the head of the state. You know, our country head of the state is president. So, state head is governor. He holds the highest position, and governor is appointed by the central government. Central government appoints the governor. He or she make sure that state government works with proper rules and regulations according to the constitution. In other words, you can say that governor act as the agent of the central government, so you have to find who is your present state governor of your state. Next, other important offices about chief minister. Chief minister is the ruler of the ruling party and one amongst all the MLAs. Chief minister is the political head of the state. He or she heads the ruling party and works with the various ministers in the state. So he works as the head of the ruling party to run the state government. Next comes the legislative assembly. What is legislative assembly? An assembly where the elected representative of the state meet to debate, discuss and to formulate laws. In a state, example, Madhya Pradesh in Bhopal, there will be a Madhya Pradesh State Legislative Assembly and all elected MLA of the Madhya Pradesh will sit in the Madhya Pradesh State Assembly. All the meeting debates are discussed in the assembly and formulate, and opposition ask question and ruling party respond to the queries by the chief minister or the ministers. I hope you are all clear with the three topics. Debate in legislative assembly. Children, this MLAs meet at the Legislative Assembly, which is also known as legislature. At the Legislative Assembly, you have both the ruling party and opposition party that meet together. Then they have various questions, arguments, opinion that are being raised during the assembly session. As I said, MLA who are elected plays a dual role and act as a MLA, and this MLA are given the responsibility of any ministry by the chief minister or for the respective department. So they have to look after both the responsibility together. Most of the decisions are approved by the majority of the members when there are debates like various topics like death due to diarrhea, lack of beds in hospitals, ORS distribution, water shortage, infrastructure, sanitation, dry to the clean garbage. So all these are discussed or debated in the assembly, and these debates finally brought down and finally been approved. So all those things that are approved become the part of the change the government take into, and rest it goes away. So all the important decisions taken in this manner. Last topic of this chapter, working of government. Now how does the government work? So people express their views, problems. As our country is a democratic country, government of the people, for the people and by the people. So ultimately people are the main say. People express ideas, problems, views, and these views are taken into consideration by the MLAs. Now these MLAs or ministers conduct press conferences in which journalists are being asked to invited to visit, and they can ask and hear questions. So ministers explain the steps, the following steps which were taken into action. Then sometimes situation is acute cases, minister to local areas. If necessity required, compensation given for the affected people. All this is looked behind with the high level committee. So once committee approved, gives the read orders, then action be taken based on problem dealing with health or water works. It would be PWD, Public Works Department, or Health Department that come into a play. Then again, newspaper and media have important role to play. They say because there are the certain issues which are raised by the newspaper or media, and ultimately that comes into notice to the government. And what the government is, then the government is pressurized to work on those issues to the utmost priority. So these way some of the things, government has the right to make laws on certain issues. For example, it can make laws saying every urban area there must be a toilet, they should build in, or health worker be appointed to each and every village. So these are the some of the laws taken into action in rural and as well as in urban areas. And changes can be brought around by the governmental machineries. So this was a kind of very fundamental introduction on the setup for the state level machinery to run, eligibility for MLAs, and the condition for appointment of requirements and all these. So hope you all are clear with the topic. Inshallah, we'll meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day.